Good morning, all of you. Now, today we are going to start our next topic, which is absorption in small intestine. Yesterday, till small intestine, we have studied. Now, we will see how the absorption of food takes place in small intestine. Okay, the digested food can pass into the blood vessels in the walls of small intestine. This process is called absorption. In the wall of a small intestine, there are lots of blood vessels present in there. Okay, and there the food can pass, and this process is known as absorption. In the wall of a small intestine, there are thousands of finger-like outgrowths, which is called villi. Okay, now why villi is in the intestine? Villi increase the surface area for the absorption of the digested food. Whatever the digested food goes into the small intestine, it will increase the absorption or the surface area for the absorption, as villi is present in the inner walls of the small intestine, and it's how it looks like. It looks like finger like projections. Okay, surface of villi absorb the digested food materials. What the surface of villi does, it absorbs the digested food materials. Now absorbed substances are transported via blood vessels to different organs of the body, where they are used to build complex substances such as proteins required by the body. This is called assimilation in the cells. What we call this? Assimilation. Okay, in the cells, glucose break down with the help of oxygen into carbon dioxide. We have already seen that the glucose breaks down with the help of oxygen into carbon dioxide and water, and energy is released. The food that remain undigested and unabsorbed enter into the large intestine. Now what the digestion takes place here, the absorption takes place here in the small intestine, and the undigested food are unabsorbed and enters into the large intestine. Okay, whatever the proteins which is built up by the digested food required by this process is known as assimilation. Okay, and what it does, it breaks down in cells. What glucose breaks down with the help of oxygen into carbon dioxide and water, and therefore the energy is released in our body. Understood, all of you? Now we move on to our next topic, which is large intestine. Large intestine is wider. It is wider than small intestine, and shorter than small intestine. It is wider but shorter in size. It is about only 1.5 meter in length. Its function is to absorb water and some salt from the whatever the undigested food goes into the large intestine. They absorb water and some salts from that small intestine, from that food. Okay, undigested food. Okay, remaining waste passes into the rectum and remain there as semi-solid feces. Okay, whatever the waste remains, it passes into the rectum and remains there semi-solid feces. The fecal matter removed through the anus from time to time. The waste material, which is undigested food, which is a semi-solid waste, it is a fecal matter from our body. It gets removed time to time from our body. When it enters into the rectum and through the anus, it gets out of the body, this waste material, and therefore this process of removing waste from our body time to time is called egestion. Okay, understood, all of you?